Do you know some Nigerians already know some Russian words without even realizing it? Yes, there's a possibility that you, a non-native speaker of Russian, know some Russian words. Why is that possible? Well, that is because there are some words in Russian that sounds almost exactly like the English language. Let's talk about. Hi, I'm Joyce, a Nigerian learning Russian. When I first started learning Russian, I felt that Russian is very difficult and very hard to understand. But later, I realized that there are some words that sound exactly like English, that sounds almost exactly like the English word. And why? Why is that possible? Well, that's because just like English, some words in Russian are borrowed. Yes, there are some words in Russian that are borrowed from the English language, French, and even Latin. Yes, you heard me right, Latin. I will be listing 10 words that sounds exactly or almost exactly like English. Yeah, and the first on our list is mama. Yes, mama. And to be honest, this word, I don't expect it. I expect it to be heard like everywhere, to be used like everywhere in the world. I could be wrong, but I expect it to be used like everywhere in the world. This particular word, mama, it means mother. So, even the spelling, both in English and Russian, looks alike. It's alike, the M and the A, mama, mama. Next, second on our list is papa. Now this word, because of the syllabic alphabet used in spelling papa, a lot of non-native speakers may say it and not know how to pronounce it because it looks like N and they may think it's Nana or something like that. Yeah, but it's pronounced papa, so it sounds exactly. So you're free to say papa like me. The next on our list is taxi. Yes, this sounds almost exactly like English, but it is not pronounced exactly like English. Let me explain. Now, you see, in the English spelling or in the English pronunciation of the word taxi, we use the X, we spell it with X, so it's taxi, taxi. But the Russian language, the taxi, the spelling is more of a light S. Yes, remember how it's spelled? So it sounds more of a light S. So it's tak, T-A-K, and then C, taxi, taxi. I hope you understand. And the next in our list is telephone. Yes, you know exactly what it means, telephone. But unlike the English, it's pronounced telephone, telephone. And in English, telephone, it sounds exactly the same if I'm not wrong. So yeah, that's another word that sounds exactly like English, telephone. I believe the only difference is the spelling. Some of the syllabic alphabet is used in spelling the telephone in Russian, and the spelling of telephone in English is the Latin alphabet. So you get why it's little different, but the pronunciation not exactly different. The next in our list is doctor. Yeah, doctor. I may not be correct, but I believe that the pronunciation of the doctor in the Russian language, the R is pronounced, unlike the English where the R is silent. So I believe the English is doctor, and in the Russian it's pronounced doctor. Next in our list is park. Yeah, park. The spelling in Russian is, and the spelling in English is, yeah. But the pronunciation in English, the R again is silent. I believe that the R in English is silent, so it's park, park. But in Russian, the R is pronounced, so it's park, park. I also stand to be corrected. Remember, I'm also a learner. The next in our list is the word sport. In English, it is pronounced sport. Just like most of the words that I mentioned before, the R is silent. The R is silent, so it's sport, sport. And in the Russian alphabet, in the Russian pronunciation, it's sport, sport. The R is pronounced. Next in our list is metro. Now, there's one fun fact about this word metro. The metro, just like mama, is used almost around the world. Yes, in the Russian language, the metro is used to describe an underground train system. The last but not the least, which is my favorite, is chocolate. Chocolate, yes, that's my favorite. In English, it is pronounced chocolate, but in the Russian, it's pronounced chocolate. I believe that the spelling, all the words are pronounced but according to the rule in the Russian spelling, which we will talk about in our next video, when the stress, the consonant sound, a vowel sound is not stressed, is not stressed, the sound changes. Instead of chocolate, is chocolate. I stand to be corrected also, but I believe that is how it is. So I believe this is one of the few words, I believe there are many. So I believe today you have learned that Russian isn't as impossible as we think it is. There are some words in Russia that sounds almost like the English word. Please don't forget to mention them in the comment section if there are anyone that you know that I did not mention. If you're learning Russian like me, please don't forget to subscribe and drop your comments, and I will see you in our next video. Take care. Bye.